Retiro Park is a historic garden and public park located in Madrid. Retiro Park in Madrid was created by Felipe IV in the 17th century as a recreational estate for the enjoyment of the king and his court, and featured gardens, fountains, and ponds. During the War of Independence, the park was partially destroyed, but was later restored and opened to the public. The park boasts numerous points of interest that are tourist attractions, and is an ideal place for walking, exercising, enjoying nature, and relaxing in a peaceful and pleasant environment. The Puerta de Alcalá is a monumental neoclassical gate located in the Plaza de la Independencia in Madrid. It was designed by the architect Francesco Sabatini and inaugurated in 1778 to commemorate the entrance of Carlos III in Madrid as the King of Spain. The gate has 5 arches, 3 of them with semicircular arches, and is made of granite and limestone. The Puerta de Alcalá is one of the 5 ancient royal gates that gave access to the city of Madrid. The decoration of the gate was carried out by Francisco Gutierrez and Roberto Michel and follows the same classical trends as the architecture. On the upper floor of the gate is the royal coat of arms, and the decoration is completed with garlands, bucrania, and elements inspired by classical antiquity. The Galapagos fountain was built in the early 19th century by Fernando VII to commemorate the first anniversary of the birth of Princess Isabel, who later became queen. The fountain is made of granite and the sculptures are made of colmena stone and bronze, the latter being one of the first pieces cast in Madrid. The fountain consists of a circular base with 4 tritons supporting a shell from which a column rises, crowned by a female figure holding a laurel wreath. The music kiosk is a neo-Madrid-style construction built in 1881 by the municipal architect Ramón Rodríguez. It is a place where outdoor concerts and cultural events are held. La Casa de las Vacas is a cultural center located in front of the entrance to the pier. It was built in the 19th century as a place to dispense cow's milk to the people of Madrid. Today, it is a venue for exhibitions, concerts, workshops, and other cultural activities. The Estanque Grande, Big Pond, in Retiro Park was built in the context of the Buen Retiro Works, a set of palaces and gardens promoted in 1632 by the Count Duke of Olivares. The pond is of artificial origin and is located in the center of the park. Throughout its history, the pond has been used for various activities, such as fishing and boating. During the War of Independence, the pond was used as a source of water for the soldiers. Nowadays, the pond is one of the most popular attractions of Retiro Park, where visitors can take boat rides, take photos, and enjoy nature. The Fisherman's Cottage is a small romantic construction located in the Retiro Park in Madrid. It was built in 1817 by order of King Fernando VII, in the center of a small pond so that the king could fish in it. It consists of 2 rooms, both with a square floor plan, and is built with plastered brick walls, with central openings with niches adorned with Pompeian moldings, and topped with an attic whose roofs are made of zinc sheets. The Hermitage of San Pelayo and San Isidoro was originally located in Avila and was built in the Romanesque style in the 11th century. The Hermitage lost relevance and parishioners over time, and in 1876, during one of Madrid's urban reforms, the government president Antonio Canovas del Castillo decided to move the ruins of the Hermitage to the Retiro Park. Although the entire structure is somewhat deteriorated, it is still possible to appreciate the 3 flat archivolts door of semicircular shape on columns and jambs and the apse with its windows and attached columns. The monument to Alfonso XII was built in 1922 in honor of King Alfonso XII, who died prematurely in 1885. The construction of the monument was initiated by the Queen Mother, Maria Cristina of Austria, who called for a national competition in 1902 to design a monument for the king. The monument consists of a large colonnade next to a pond, a large bronze equestrian statue of the king on top of a hill, surrounded by 4 female statues representing the 4 regions of Spain: Castilla, Catalonia, Galicia, and Vasconia. There are 2 smaller sculptural groups on either side of the hill, representing peace, liberty, progress, and agriculture, which are the values that King Alfonso XII defended during his reign. From the central monument, there are stairs leading down to the pond with 4 stone lions, symbolizing the strength, courage, and nobility of the monarchy and royal power. Below their pedestals, there are 4 bronze sirens, which in the neoclassical and romantic aesthetic of the 19th century symbolize the beauty and splendor of Spain's culture and history. There are also 2 lions with cherubs, small human figures on their backs, at each of the side entrances to the colonnade, symbolizing youth, innocence, and joy. On either side of the central entrance in the colonnade, there are representations of the army and the navy. On the inner face facing the pond, there are bronze representations of science, agriculture, the arts, and industry. The monument also has a lookout tower that offers panoramic views of the park and the city. The Palacio de Velázquez was built in 1881 as an exhibition pavilion for the National Mining Exhibition. The building is characterized by its modernist architectural style, also known as Art Nouveau. It is characterized by its elaborate ornamentation and use of decorative elements in wrought iron, ceramics, glass, and stone. The main facade of the building is symmetrical and divided into 3 parts. The central body features a large entrance framed by a neo-Madrileños-style arcade, with columns and arches of red brick and ceramic decoration. On either side of the entrance are 2 towers topped by glazed ceramic domes. The interior of the Palacio de Velázquez features a large central nave covered by a vaulted roof with an iron and glass structure. The interior decoration is based on the combination of materials such as ceramics, wrought iron, and wood. The walls are covered with glazed ceramic tiles and the iron structure is highly visible. The building's decoration includes floral and curvilinear motifs that imitate the forms of nature. The Crystal Palace was built in 1887 to host an exhibition of flora from the Philippines. The structure is of neoclassical style, with a rectangular floor plan of 46 by 22 meters. The facade is composed of large glass windows with an iron structure that rises to the vaulted roof at a height of about 14 meters. The central dome is a characteristic element and has a diameter of 22 meters. The iron structure is light and resistant, allowing the construction of large interior spaces without the need for load-bearing walls. The glass allows natural light to enter and creates a sense of transparency and lightness in the building. The interior consists of a single nave, without walls or divisions, and is surrounded by a pond. In the central part of the nave, there is a large decorative marble fountain. The floor is made up of small ceramic tiles, and the walls are of exposed brick. Today, the Crystal Palace is used to host temporary exhibitions of contemporary art and other cultural activities. Monument to the Fallen Angel. The fountain is a sculpture that represents the beautiful and rebellious angel Lucifer, the bringer of light, at the moment he falls to the earth expelled from paradise. It was inaugurated in 1885. The figure of the angel is made of bronze and is 2.65 meters tall. The fountain is one of the few public monuments in the world dedicated to Lucifer. The sculpture is located 666 meters above sea level. The statue is on a cut tree trunk that gives it a more natural and organic appearance and has a snake coiled around one leg, symbolism associated with deception, sin, and temptation in religious traditions. On each of the 8 faces of the sculpture's base, there is a bronze plate showing devils holding different animals, from which water jets emerge. This representation symbolizes the struggle between good and evil. The Fountain of the Fallen Angel is one of the most enigmatic urban sculptures in the capital and one of the few that The Fountain of the Artichoke was commissioned during the reign of Charles III in 1781 to beautify and urbanize Madrid. Designed with Baroque influences, it is located in a circular basin decorated with vegetal motifs and a column adorned with a triton, a sea creature with the upper body of a man and the tail of a fish, a nereid, a female water nymph, and a coat of arms of Madrid. At the top, a group of 4 cupids protect a small hat-shaped cup made of vegetation. A double cascade crowns the fountain, topped by an artichoke, which symbolizes fertility or its medicinal properties. At the base of the basin, there are small facing amphorae that raise streams of water. The fountain is made of limestone for the sculptural ensemble and granite for the artichoke, and in the upper finial with stone from Reduena. The statue walk takes its name from the 13 statues that line it, which were originally from the Royal Palace of Madrid. All of them were designed by the architect Francisco Sabatini during the reign of Carlos III. They were part of a total of 108 effigies of Spanish monarchs whose first destination was the decoration of the exterior cornice of the Royal Palace of Madrid. They were created by various artists and removed in compliance with a decree from 1760. After this, the effigies were placed in different locations such as the Plaza de Oriente, the Sabatini Gardens, the Retiro Park, the Glorieta de Pyramids, or the Artillery Museum, and the rest were sent to other Spanish cities such as El Ferrol, Vitoria or Pamplona. The Gate of Philip IV was built in 1680 as a triumphal arch to commemorate the arrival of Carlos II's first wife, Maria Luisa de Orleans, and was used again in 1690 as an entrance for the king's second wife, Mariana of Neoburgo. The commemorative inscription on the lintel was changed to reflect the occasion. The gate is in the Baroque style and was designed by the architect Melchor de Bueris, and is made of Tamahon stone with sculptural ornaments by Pedro de Landa. In 1690, sculptures of Mars and Penelope were added to the sides of the arch, and a statue of Fortune on the back, which has now disappeared.